Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ghostsmith Gaming with me, Christopher, and we're back with Medieval Dynasty because, yeah, you know, following the first video that I did, this is a game that sort of it takes a while to get there, if I say so. It takes a while to get there, and I just felt that I want to show you a bit more about this game. I've learned a bit since the last video, because I've been playing this quite a lot. I've been playing it quite a lot, and the reason why I've been playing it is because this is one of those games that kind of hooks you, doesn't it? You kind of want to make things better, etc, etc. So, we're going to have a bit of a more thorough look at the early stages of this game. Now, I'm not going to say that this is going to be sort of a guide to this game, by no means, because while I have learned things, it doesn't mean that I'm an expert at all. But I've learned a couple of things, so I think that I can share at least some of those things with you. And first of all, yeah, I got a baby! I got a baby! He's very, very tiny, and he's called Radagast, because, you know, Radagast. Almost correct. You get a choice of names when you get a child, and I don't know. Here's the thing. I've restarted the game twice, actually. I restarted it after the last video. I settled at basically the same site over here. And instead of going right at the junction, I went down a little bit towards the river and had a good time over there, but I wasn't super happy about that. So I started again and settled here instead. Why did I settle here? Well, it's in the middle. That is exactly why I settled here. I could actually have gone down to the road down here instead, but I kind of like the place over here. I'll show you. Wabam, out in the open. I have a nice waterfall here, so that's why I sort of wanted to settle here. So that's that. By the way, I did manage. I noticed now, which something I hadn't noticed before, that yes, he actually already has stats, which is interesting. So he's basically good at fishing. No, that's not fishing. Well, it is fishing, but it isn't fishing, right? That little icon. I don't know. So he's going to be useful. He's not going to be a hunter. He's not going to be a diplomat. That's for sure. He might be a production guy, but I have other production people. So, well, we'll see what his role is going to be. But this is a game that takes time. This is a game that takes time. And he's 0 years old. I don't know. I think they actually only increase their age. Is it once per year in-game, or is it like once per season? Because he actually has just grown up. Not grown up, he was just born. He didn't grow up, he was just born. So yeah, I think that might be what's happening. So what that also means is that my wife, who has up until this point been working in the kitchen, no longer works in the kitchen. She's gonna be tending to our baby for quite some time. So that's basically that's that. And we are in autumn of year 2. And before we do really anything, I need to set something up. So what kind of buildings do I have? Let's go back to that view. I have 4 houses. 3 of them are the sort of level 2 buildings, the simple houses. I still have 1 simple small house, which is sort of the house that I use for moving people into. So I have a couple. They just came out of here. I say couple. I mean, they are a couple insofar as they live in the same house. So in here we have Bygast and Bolimir. I have no idea if they actually, like each other, or if they, if we have to, nudge them in the right direction. I have no idea. But I mean, obviously the goal is to get them to be, or rather get the woman to become pregnant, because we need to expand the settlement. And it's kind of cool to do that with local people, if you would. We can just go to other settlements to pick up people, but it's more fun to have them being born instead. So we're gonna try and get that going. I don't know exactly how, but we're gonna try and get that going. In extraction, I have 2 woodsheds. This is the first. You know what? Never mind. Let's go over what I need to do immediately. I need to go into the herbalist hut. The herbalist hut is the place that brings in all of the stuff that you can pick up off the ground, which is generally very, very boring. Now, I've set it to dandelions because that's a good thing to pick up, but we don't need that anymore. Now we need mushrooms. Why do I need mushrooms? Because I would like to open up, if we go into the kitchen, I would like to open up the mushroom soup. For the mushroom soup, apart from bowls and meats, we need bolete, parasol, and red pine. And if you noticed, that is what I've set them up to find. Bolete, parasol, and red pine. You can pick up a whole bunch of other things. Other mushrooms, for example, morel, woolly milk cap, bitter bolete, and fly agaric. And also the herbalist hut is the ones that produce all the potions. We haven't unlocked any potions or poisoned arrows, which is kind of cool. Don't know what is the difference here. Why are there 5 different poisoned iron arrow? Don't know. Don't really care right now. But for now, they are going to be picking up a whole bunch of mushrooms, because I'm going to start creating some better food. Right now, I'm focusing on roasted meat. But if I can get them going for this, that would be very, very nice. So let's see how many mushrooms can I get during one autumn period, because the problem obviously is that we can only do this in the autumn, and right now I only have the one herbalist hut. It might be that I actually go for one more at some point. That might be the thing. So as we are at the start of autumn, I do want to set that up so they are working on the correct thing. So get back to the wood sheds. I have 2 wood sheds. That is a good thing. That is a prime tip from me, because you want a lot of stuff from these. So currently they are set up for logs and sticks. 60% log and 40% stick here. And the other woodshed has 90% stick and 10% plank. The reason why that is because I have a lot of logs, which brings us to this building. As a general tip, build this as soon as possible. This is the storage house. What is it called? Well, resource storage. Yes, that's the only thing it's called. You want to build this as early as possible. Well, there are at least 2 reasons why you want that. First of all, is that it has a larger capacity. So the regular little chests that you get in houses and in workplaces, those I think can carry between 50 and 100 kilos. The houses are 50. I think that there are some workplaces that have 100. Each one of these storage houses, I'm just going to call it a storage house, or just storages. Let's just call it storages. Each of these storages will carry 1,000 kilos. So that's quite a lot. That is a good way to make sure that you can carry all of the stuff that you need. Because I think that the wood chests, aren't they like 50, I think? These little chests right here. Yes, indeed, 50 kilos. 50 kilos in logs, that's nothing. One log is 2.5 kilos, so 4 logs for 10 times 4, so basically you can carry, no, times 5, sorry. So you can have 20 logs in one of these places. That's it. And the thing is, if they max out this, they don't work. So if you're just going to have the one woodshed and not in a resource storage, you're gonna run into problems, and it's not going to be efficient at all. So if we go into my little storage here, we can see that I have right now 284 logs. And I am still producing logs. It's just that, yeah, I have a lot of logs, and they are weighing 710. I actually, with that in mind, maybe I should actually turn that down completely. We don't need logs right now. You can actually start working on some firewood. Yes, and I'm actually going to go for more sticks, because we need a lot of sticks where we're going. So let's actually get it up to 60. I'm producing a lot of sticks. I am producing some planks. You know what? You can actually go for some more planks. Yeah, that's fine. We can go in and check, by the way, what the demand is. That's only 12 logs. If we go into you have a demand of only 3 logs. So my 284 logs, they're doing fine. It's not a problem. We are going to have to start using them as well, because, yeah, 866 already. That is a thing. However, there is a good thing that you can actually produce more of these. as it says, capacitor storage is shared. I think that means, I haven't done this yet, but I think that means that basically you get the sort of what I meant to say is that I think that if I build a new storage or resource storage and I open up that box, I'll actually see all of this. So not only do I get 2,000 kilos, I can also go to either of them to pick up stuff, which is a good thing. Now, I've placed this currently fairly central in my little town, so I don't know exactly where I would place the next one to be as efficient as possible. Probably down here, because that's where we're at least a little bit expanding into. So up here, this is the production area. So I have the Hunter's Lodge here. I don't particularly like that location, but it is here right now. Because yeah, the Gatherer Hut is way over here. It's right there if you can see it. And I kind of would like the Hunter to be out of the way as well, so I might relocate this. Don't know. Don't know. I also have the workshop where someone is working on spoons and wooden bowls. The wooden bowls are for the mushroom soup that we're going to be producing. Also have the smithy and the sewing hut. I also forgot to say what the second good thing about the storage, the storage unit or the resource storage is. The second good thing is that I think I did that in the last episode. The last video. This is not going to be an episodal series for now, at least. What I had to do in order for these to work is to provide them with tools. And you have to put the tools in the chest. I no longer have to do that. I can put all of it in here because this place is a shared storage, so to speak. Well, not shared storage, but what happens is that everything that is produced actually comes into here, and everyone uses things in here. So as you can see, we had 284 logs before, we now have 282. So they've used 2 logs to do the things that I've told them to do. And that is also a very good thing, because that means that if I am running low on tools, I have my stone knives and stone axes, which are the only tools currently needed. They just pick it up from here. So if I have to produce something, I just go in here, I pick out the stuff that I need, I produce it, and that's fine. We are done. So that is main reason for building this building early on. It just makes everything super easy. There is also an equivalent for food, which is over here, the food storage, which works basically exactly the same. So we go in here, we have the chest, you have the meat that our hunters are gathering, we now start to get in some mushrooms, and that is coming in at a nice pace. That is nice. 3 already. 4. That's good, because I do want to move over to that technology, rather that recipe. And you know what? I do have the money, so I can't even talk. Mushroom soup. Yes, let's go. I have mushroom soup. Now the sad thing, obviously, is that the bowls aren't collected here. That's a bit of a shame. How many bowls do we even have? Didn't really remember that. The guy working there, even though he has an extraction level of 3, he's actually doing it really slowly. Really slowly. He has created... okay, never mind. He has a lot of them now. That is good. So we can actually start creating those nice mushroom soup bowls. And if I am not incorrect, they produce what? 10 food, 20 water. So that is very good indeed. And you don't even need water, so that's even better. A regular roasted meat is 6 food. So with those mushrooms that we bring in, we're going to get some better food. And hopefully people like it a little bit more. Perhaps. That was also pretty cheap. I have unlocked the pottage, which is something I'm currently making from meat and cabbage. That is a lot of food, which is very nice. So I am doing cabbage as we speak. So we have some stuff that we are going to be doing today. I think I've shown you the basics of everything. That is the kitchen, by the way, over there, and then I have the well here. Not super psyched about the position of this, but it's fine. It's fine. Back here, by the way, is where we keep our farming, which is what we are going to be doing today. So we have our barn here, and I think that these are, yes, the cabbages are actually good to go. How's my inventory? My inventory is crap full. So I need to unload. What am I carrying anyway? Right, I'm carrying stones. Where I am not just yet is the excavation shed, but I need to get there pretty damn soon, because we need a steady source of stone coming in, and I don't have that yet. So I need to pick all of that up myself, which is just very, very inefficient. So, where are we? That is my stone knife, isn't it? Yes, it is my stone knife. Get that in. Also, we have a quest item, Alvin's water skin. We might do that today. That might be fun. But we are going to dump some meat, and then we'll be ready to pick up a whole whackload of cabbages. We have 22 here, but I had like, I think, sort of equal to the number of carrots that I have, which is a lot. The broadleaf plantain, well, it can go, no, it actually can't go there. I'm going to pop that in my own little place. So we live down here. We, of course, were the first with a nice house, and I went for sort of a middle version, which is the log, sort of the log cabin with the wattle wall over here, as well as just a thatch roof. In this video we might start upgrading that. We'll see. We shall see. This is our wife. Hello, Gustava. How's our kingdom doing? All up and running. Captain Husband. Oh yeah, Captain Husband reporting in. Right. We are gonna start by doing this. So, one little tip from me, amongst other tips that I hopefully will be able to give you today. You want to level up farming. Well, actually, not so much here maybe, but over here. You want to level up farming because you do want to get to the pigsty. Because why would you go to the pigsty? Well, because of the manure. See, I've learned something about this game. I've learned something. I think I equated it to a mix of, is it Valheim, The Forest, and Kingdom Come Deliverance in the first video that I did. I've sort of changed it a bit. I think it's more like a combination of Kingdom Come Deliverance, Valheim, and Banished, actually, because yeah, this is largely a game about securing a production line. You know, you gotta make sure that, I mean, the ideal situation is where I don't have to do anything like what I just did. I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to pick up cabbages. Someone should do that for me. And, you know, you can make sure that someone does that for you. However, we're not there just yet. Because one of the stopping points is actually the manure. And we're going to have to get that going. So, don't let your villagers do the farming for you until you get at least to the pigsty. I mean, there are a lot of stuff that you want over here. What was a fold, by the way? Workers will provide buckets of milk and wool. Well, that's a good thing if you have sheep, I guess. If I have mouths, have not been close to that yet. I mean, yeah, we are still at year 2, so it's not like I've played a lot, or I have played a lot, but I haven't gotten that far. Because obviously this is a game where you can't really fast forward time that much. I have unlocked the hen house. I could now start getting the eggs. We also need animal feed, and for that we need oat and rye. I don't have oat and rye. I need to start getting oat and rye, I just realized. That's fine. I only have wheat for now. But we're gonna have to plant some of that, and I have created another section here. A bit of a fun thing about that, one of the things that you need in order for your little settlement to work as you like it is the weaving shed. What does the weaving shed need? Well, it needs flax. And when can you sow flax? Well, in spring. And day 3, because I am running on the standard settings, which means that each season is 3 days. On day 3, I realized that, oh crap, I have not done that. So I had to create some stuff to sell. I need to go to one of the vendors for seeds, get the seeds. I think it was, well, it was in the middle of the night when I finally managed to get the managed to get all of the flax that I needed. So yeah, that was a bit of an interesting thing. But yeah, this is the field number 2, and I don't exactly know what I do want to focus on for this, but yeah, oat and rye, I don't exactly know. Well, here's the thing, the reason why you go for wheat is because you actually get a quest for that in sort of, I guess, main quests, where we are currently on chapter 8, which is a big game, and that is that is terrible, or not terrible, but terrifying, because we need to kill moose, bison, and bear. Holy crap, I don't want to kill a bear. I don't even know where bears are, but I don't really want to be faced with a bear just now. I actually already have a bow because I found one, but we are going to have to produce our own bow just for the sake of that quest. But right now we are living the farming life. My citizens, my villagers, they're doing all of the other stuff. The baseline that you need, I think you will remember that from the previous video, is you need food, you need water, you need firewood. As long as your villagers have that, they are, well, at least moderately happy, I guess. So I provided that. The only thing that I haven't necessarily provided is water. I could provide them with water because I do have the well, but currently, I mean, water is actually one of those things that are used up in a... Why aren't you gone? Why didn't you go away? Bloody hell. Yeah, water isn't used terribly much by your villagers, so don't really need to worry too much about that. So we are going to fertilize stuff. We have the 30 with 2 extra fertilizer that I'm going to need. And what do I want to sow? I think that I might not care that much about carrot seed. So why don't we just go for wheat? So we can do that in autumn. That is where we are right now, because I do want to start creating flour, and isn't that here? Rye, wheat, grain. Yes, so we kind of do want a lot of grain. So let's actually let's do that. Let's have ourselves 30 wheat grains, so we can see that I've harvested about the same for wheat grain and carrots, and you can see that the wheat is basically not 3 times as much, but almost. It's about 2.5, I guess. Flaxseed about the same, which is good, because we're going to need a lot of flax, but flax is only spring, so we're not going to be able to do any of that. So we are going to sow ourselves some wheat. Lovely, lovely, lovely. But before we do that, I forgot, we need to fertilize the shit out of this. So the cabbages, we're done with those, so let's replace that with some fertilization. So I'm going to just do this for... I'm just going to do this for all 30 tiles that I can. And there we have that. So fertilized and nice. Now we need to plow it again before we can actually use our seeds. So we're going to have to do that. And yeah, I mean, this is one of those games where you do work that if you did it actually, you know, in real life, you can actually make some money, couldn't you? If I were to do this in an actual field in real life, I could sow stuff, I could make money out of it, I could live like a king, I was about to say. But you know what I mean. Not like a king, it's a lot of work. But instead, I'm here doing it in the fantasy world of gaming, which is just well, it is an interesting concept, I guess. But it is also very enjoyable. I like this. I like this sort of repeated labor. It's kind of fun, actually. I mean, don't judge me on that, but I do like it. And I know that there are probably other people who enjoy it as well. So there we go. We are almost done. We've done the fertilizer. It is time to sow the wheat. So let's start by doing just that. We don't need to do anything after that. Just wait. 2 seasons for wheat to get that going. And that is going to be what we are doing here. So I do have a bit of a plot of land left, and I do have some money. Let me check, by the way. Yeah, rye. oat is spring, but rye is actually autumn. It would absolutely not be the worst idea to start getting that going this season. Because as we've already established, in order to get the stuff that we need in the future, we are in fact gonna need that. So one thing... Oh, sounded like something was happening. No, it wasn't. So one little thing I can just mention about manure or fertilizer. Well, actually, fertilizer is the thing. Manure is what you can make into fertilizer. And in the beginning of the game, you don't have access to the barn. The barn is where you take manure and you make it into fertilizer. Before you've even unlocked the barn, you're gonna have to get fertilizer somewhere else, which normally means that you have to buy it. However, as soon as you've produced the barn or built the barn, stop buying fertilizer. Start buying manure. The price difference isn't great. It isn't great, but it is a bit at least. I think that from what I've gathered, fertilizer costs 7.5 gold or whatever coins, and manure costs 3. You need 2 manure to get 1 fertilizer. So basically it would be the cost of 6 for 1 fertilizer. So it's a bit cheaper to do that. Sure, you have to work yourself, but that's the whole thing. You pay with your labor. So we have a whole bunch of wheat going. That is going to be absolutely beautiful. By the way, there is some of my people are gonna give me quests this season. Why don't we check out what they are looking for? What are you looking for? You're probably gonna ask for a bow, aren't you?
How can I help you?
Most likely, yes. I need your help. Hunting wheel some equipment. Will you get it for me? That is gonna be a bow. And while I have produced some linen, I kind of used it on bags in order to get some money. Well, you know... I do have access to a tailor pretty close by. You know what? Fair enough. You are gonna need what? You're gonna need a bow. Deliver to Leonardo 1 bow. But we do get some Dynasty reputation and actually 125 coins. So that is valuable. So that's you. And I am not gonna give her my bow. Holy crap, no. What did you need help for? I lost my bow. Remember someone stole it. Never mind, doesn't matter. Need a new one. You really want me to make bows, game, don't you? So everyone wants bows. You're not gonna get my bow because I found a bow. I found a recurve bow, which is, I would assume, a lot better than the bows that you can create. How, by the way, is it? Can I create bows without buying a recipe, if you would? Oh, punch the bench. Wooden weapons. I do need to open up that. So we're gonna need 1 log and 1 linen thread. So we're gonna have to buy some linen thread. That is fine. We shall have to pay 100 for the scheme, which is fine. Yeah, that's a recurve bow. So that is... well, it's more linen thread. That's the thing. But sure, I'm gonna have to get this, so not a problem. So we're gonna have to go and buy 3 linen threads, because I do need to get the bow for myself, for my little quest, even though I have one. So what I'm gonna do, in order for the game to not screw me over, so to speak, let me just store my bow, so the game doesn't actually, you know, give it away. Right, we can do some quests for my dear fellow people. So, Denica, I believe, has access to a tailor, don't they? They also have access to a farmer. So, we're gonna have to bring some stuff to sell, because that's just the proper way to do things. If we're gonna make our way there, let's sell some stuff. So, what we are gonna do, first of all, can I create my first set of soups? Let's do 5 of them, I think I should be able to do. let's start with that. First time creating a mushroom soup. We're gonna have to bring the stuff for it. So let's jog on over to the food storage. We are gonna need the bad meat, so to speak. No, that is actually poisoning now, so hopefully no one eats that. By the way, one of the good things about the food storage is that the condition goes down slower. So instead of what is it, 25% each year, it's actually 12.5, so half the time. Or rather, it can be here twice the time, maybe I should say that instead. But we need 5 meat. We're gonna need, yeah, they are picking up a lot of these mushrooms, which is absolutely exactly what I wanted. And that is also exactly what I wanted. So I should now have what I need to create some mushroom soup. So let's go over to the cauldron. Soups. Mushroom soup. Can I create... Oh, I actually had one too many bowls. I can create mushroom soup times 5. Lovely, lovely. That's... progress is being made. Now, yeah, the roasted meat is the thing that's worth the least in terms of food. So I have the management here, so to speak, for the kitchen has been, at least currently, 50% roasted meat, 50% pottage. But I've never seen any pottage in the food storage. So I think that the people are basically just eating that before I get to even see it. So I think that I might have to go like remove the roasted meat altogether, but we're only on the first day and they've already produced so many mushrooms, so that might be something that's gonna work well for us. But let's have ourselves some mushroom soup. Don't exactly know why they are not stacked up. Is it because I used one old mushroom? I don't know. Let's just eat them. So we're getting both food and water, and we are at max. And we also get the bowls back, which is just lovely. You don't ever use them up unless the condition goes down to 0. And one fun thing, actually, if you talk to your wife when you are low on a stat, she might actually give you something. And I've on 2 occasions been thirsty, so she's giving me some wine, which just means free wine bottles. Which is just perfect. I got 3 wine bottles. Well, actually, it says only 1. I should have 2. I don't know where the other one went. We have some buckets that are empty, so we might have to do a bit of manual working there as well. But we have done the eating of things. So let's bring our... I've already created a bunch of wooden hoes, so let's bring those back into my inventory. We're gonna sell those. Not worth too much. They are worth, what was it, 30 each, which means that we're gonna be selling for 15, I guess. So 15 times 7, that's 105. Not bad. Could do it a bit more. But I do see that stone knives are running a bit low, so we're gonna create stone knives, and I'm gonna try and create a fair whack of those. So those are 2 stones and 5 sticks. Let's use 20. So 20 stones, that is 10, which means that we need 50 of these. There we go. Create all of that. So we're gonna stand here a little while and create some stone knives. And here we go, last little knife coming in, and wabam! We are good to go. But we are gonna drop some of those in. We are gonna have to drop like 5 sadly, so we're not gonna be able to sell all of those, but that's fine. By the way, one more thing that I wanna mention real quick is in the skill tree, under extraction, make sure that you start leveling extraction as much as possible. Get the first one in extraction, then the second one I've gone with one of the earth. Doesn't really matter, but you need one from tier 2. So those are those 2. So it's either slower durability loss of access or pickaxes and shovels. And I think that pickaxes and shovels deteriorate faster, and you also use them a little bit more. Why do you want that? Because you want mule. Because mule is increased carry weight. That is very, very useful. There is one thing more, obviously, that I haven't even gotten into just yet, which is in the sewing hut you can unlock Backpack. That increases also carry weight by 10 kilos. Actually not that bad to make either, so 400 though, that's a bit much right now. There are also small pouches, only 3 kilos, not terribly much. But yeah, so you can get some extra carry weight from other sources as well. So in here I've unlocked the bag. That is what I've been spending my linen fabric on. Or linen thread, maybe I should say, but linen thread turns into linen fabric, turns into, in this case, bags. They're worth 180, so I actually sold them for 90 a piece, which was pretty damn good. So, as dusk is setting in, we're gonna head over to Danica. We can, luckily, always utilize the shops there, even if it's night time. So that's something to also keep in mind. But yeah, some of the useful things that you should try to level as much as possible is extraction and also hunting. And hunting, one thing to think about there is that the regular stone axe that you can create fairly easily, useful against the bunnies. Because bunnies for some reason are very, very slow. They don't really, yeah, they don't move fast at all. So you can actually run up to them. Of course, they are a very poor source for both meat and fur, but you know, if you want to level your hunting skill, they are a good choice. So we're gonna focus on. Where are you? Are you? Yeah, there we go. Mistook that icon for a different icon. You are here. And, oh, you're actually the one that we're supposed to turn in the water skin to. Nice. Well, I forgot that was here. I've done that quest before, so I should have sort of remembered. But yeah, my friend's water skin is broke, and I'm looking for someone to repair it. And she can repair it. Nice. It won't even be particularly difficult, but he does want some materials. So what do you need? A few leathers. Should have remembered that. So a few leathers will fix that, but I do want to buy some stuff from you. I want to buy linen thread, 3 of those. Thank you for that. Also, you who's just standing here looking sad, I want to talk to you, because from you I would like to buy, and I already forgot exactly what it was that I needed. I need, and where can I see that here? Where can I see that here? Oh crap! We can see it by doing this. Get the bag. We wanted rye. Goes in on. You probably have rye. Rye seed, rye grain, never mind. So I want 15 of those, because that's basically the fields that I've done. They are 5 times 9, so I can do 3. I basically divided them up in 3 sections, so 3 by 5, 3 by 5, 3 by 5. So 15 means that I can do 1 row of 3, or 3 rows. Yes, so get that, and also we need the manure, and we need 30 of those. You only have 28, and I have 1 at home. Oh, you are annoying. I have to go to Gustovia to get the rest. That is fine. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'll buy 1 fertilizer. I don't have any coins. Oh, right. I don't have any coins because I haven't sold the stuff that I was supposed to sell. Gosh darn it. Where do we have my wooden hose? There's my wooden hose. Where do we have my stone knives? There's my stone knives. And there we go. I now have money again. So 1 fertilizer, please. I just realized that I have a fertilizer at home. Oh, well, it's fine. Right. We're gonna get more money from the quests that we're gonna turn in. Do I get money from the other quest in my little town as well? No, but I do get some production technology. That is one of the rewards, or kinds of rewards, that you can get. So be sure to do quests. Be sure to do quests. The only quest that I generally turn down... Well, I'm not going to get any leather here, I think. The only quests that I generally turn down are the hunting quests, because they can be fiddly. I would say maybe do them in the winter if you can, if you have the option to get those quests in the winter, because the difficulty obviously in the summer is that there's a lot of grass, etc., covering the bunnies, if that is one of the quests. And in wintertime that is not a problem, because there's just snow everywhere. So that's a thing to have in mind as we turn into bed for the first day. So hello, wife and baby, you've been standing here the entire day. I hope that your life is good. I'm sorry, but I have work to do, so we're gonna sleep into the next day. And we are approaching the middle of autumn, which is just beautiful. So let us prepare some rice as well. First off, we need to, I had fertilizer. Should I remember that? We are just gonna have to ignore the fact that I have one of you. Yeah, okay, fine, whatever. So fertilizer. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that. Fertilizer goes fast to do, 1 second per one, so we're gonna be fairly soon done with those, and then we can get some rye going. So it's basically just a fairly decent amount of time before you can get everything going, which is, you know, expected really. I foresee myself being rather playing this game quite a lot if I want to get to a self-sufficient village. Manure is the next step, by the way, for the fields. When you assign someone to farming, you can assign them to either of two positions. It's either the barn or the fields. So the fields, obviously, they're going to do what I'm currently doing, so you have to make sure that they have a bag, you have to make sure that they have the manure, etc, etc. And I missed one. That is a thing you can do. If you don't move far enough up, you can actually miss one, which is annoying. Did I have I have 5 left. I missed one. Oh, maybe it actually doesn't use it then. Oh, that's a relief. I actually thought that it used it up even if you can't actually use it. Well, that's a good thing. But yeah, you can assign people to either the fields or the barn. Field people will do what I'm currently doing. Make sure that they have everything they need. Barn people will do sort of the thing that I did before, I guess. I mean, I've never had one work in the barn, so I don't know if they can, if they produce manure, or rather, sorry, fertilizer from manure, if they have this chance to. I do know that they will take the wheat and the flax and stuff like that and turn it into the things that they're turned into. So I do know that at least. Right, we have rye, so let's plant some rye. But yeah, as I said in the beginning, don't let anyone do farming for you, because you want to do that yourself, because you need to level farming. So that is why I'm doing all of this myself for now, as is the way here. So we're getting rye going and spring for oats, so we're gonna have to try to just make sure that we have the money for that. I don't know the number that's the most efficient, and my bag is broke. Yeah, I don't know the number that's most efficient. I've been running with 15. Don't know if that's a good number or not, but it's a number that has been working for me for now at least. So yeah, don't know if you need more or less, but with 15 I can basically the next season have an entire field of these. I haven't been doing that now, but I could do like this entire field with wheat, for example, if I wanted to. Not right now though. The most important one, which I am gonna do, definitely the entirety of that field. So I'm not gonna sow anything over here. That is flax, because yes, flax is what allows you to do all of your sowing stuff. So yeah, but this is nice, right? An entire field of wheat and a bit of rye. Right. That is what we're doing currently. So we have a couple of more things that I would like to do today. I do need to create another wooden hammer. So let me do that. Even with all the sticks that I am gathering, we're still only at 140, which isn't... It actually isn't that much. Because you use a lot of sticks for example, tools. So that is why you kind of need a fairly good source of sticks coming in. What I would like to do is create a new house. It is time for the people living in that house to move into a proper house. And where do I want this to go? I have one house here. I don't think that I want houses coming up here, because this is sort of the production place. I did place this just to expand in this direction, and yeah, I think that I might do that. Do I want this tree to be here? Because I'm thinking that I just want to keep going, which means that I'm gonna have to remove some of these trees. Yeah. I want two houses fairly close by to each other here. So we are gonna prepare all of that. Cut down these two trees. Now, I have heard that if you leave stumps, trees will grow back. I've tried this. Last year I cut down a fair number of trees. That's why you see some stumps here. They haven't grown back yet. So I don't know if that is true, that they will grow back. I don't know if that's true. By the way, how much am I gonna need for the house? I'm gonna need 8 logs. I'm gonna get 7 logs if I am not incorrect. So let me nip back here. Just pick up 1 log. I was about to pick up every single log, by the way. Lucky for me, I didn't. Yeah, we'll see about trees returning. I have not seen that is the case just yet. But it would be a fun thing if that is the case, because, you know, the way I've been doing it is I'm cutting away the stumps, because you just don't want the stumps to be in the way. But if you do that and they don't come back, I don't know exactly how the game expects trees to grow. If I were to cut down everything, how would the game handle that? Would the game just spawn in more trees? I don't know. Fun question. Right, we're gonna get another building here. I'm gonna try to align it, I guess, a little bit with this. Let's see, getting it about here. This is one of the things, by the way, that I think that the game should probably look into a bit. How you place buildings and sort of where and the functionality of that, because it isn't super good. It's a bit difficult to have an overview of where you place it. I think that the easiest way to do that would be to just allow you to move it back and forth. Kind of like what you can do in, I think in Fallout 4 you can do that. You can sort of move the item back and forth. Makes it a bit easier to see where you place it, because as it is now, it's really close. So you kind of have to sort of assume where it goes. So we are going to have to bring a lot of stuff here, but we're gonna start changing here, because I don't want sticks in the walls. I want to do the same. Currently, this is what I'm doing. I am doing log walls. Surely you had 2 windows as well. Do you need 2 windows in the back? How's this house? I don't want the house to look like the same. Yeah, you only have 1 to the side here and nothing at the back. I don't think that I want one here. You can have 1 in the back, but not here. I'll do a regular wall here and do them in order. By the way, that is a smart thing to do, so that you don't forget that you have selected a different kind of wall. That is wooden. Up here, I'm still gonna keep it a wattle wall for now, and a thatch roof for now. I will show you that you can actually change that later on. First, however, I do have some sticks, so let's just place those sticks. And there we go, a new hammer. I would like to do better hammers, actually, because the hammers do deteriorate pretty damn fast. So I'm gonna just keep working on this house. We're gonna have to use a lot of the logs that I have picked up, which is rather my friends have picked up, which is, you know, why I've set them to that. So let me just run back and forth here for a while, making sure that we get another house going. And we have the final touch, one more log for the roof, and there we go. Simple house. So, into management and the simple small house, there's Bygost and Bolemira. So you are going to move in here now instead. So we had Bygost and Bolemira. So they are now in this building. Lovely. So, right. I totally forgot about something. I was supposed to make bows. I've totally forgot about the bows. So let's actually do that, but I'm just gonna have a drink first. So, what did we need for the bows? We needed what? That is not there, that is here. No. Where was the bow? Why isn't the bow here? Why isn't the bow here? That is so odd. Where's the bow? No, obviously it's here. Never mind. It's in hunting. So log and linen thread. So we basically just need 3 logs, and we will be done with that little quest as soon as we also obviously create it. So I had at the beginning of this video, was it 240 something? Down to 200. See, I am using the logs, but obviously that is because he has created a pretty significantly large log cabin, so, you know, not weird. Let's do 3 bows. Here we go. Ooh, that is gonna take some time. Jump cut to where we have just 3 bows. Not just 3 bows, we have a plenty of bows. Let me just double make sure that I don't have my own bow. That's standard bows, yes, and that should also have ticketed for this quest. Yes, indeed, we have produced a bow. So first of all, it was you, right? Mildreda. No, it was not Mildreda. You did not want a bow. No, you're still in here. I don't know how you're hunting while you're still just chilling out in here, but whatever. Here we go. Everything you need. I think I do. That should do. And go for the trouble. Some meat and the coins. And the other person who wanted this... Oh, it was you over here, but it was the other guy. Yes, you. Here's your new bow. Thank you so much. So he gets me some production stuff and also Dynasty reputation. By the way, for Alvin's story, I actually do need to hunt. That's I don't like hunting, especially not deer. Deer is actually horrible to hunt, but it's fine. So actually, we kind of probably don't need to bring leather ourselves. Probably that will be provided from the animals that we actually kill. But if it isn't, this is what we're gonna do. So let's do a bit of other stuff. We do need to do some manual labor here. We need to make sure. Ooh, and we are dirty. We can actually get help with that from our dear wife. Let's see if she that is what she's gonna help me with on this occasion when I talk to her, because she did last time I was a little bit dirty. Apparently she had some special sponge that she could use on me. I don't know what the hell kind of sponge that was, but she was able to do me clean. So hello, wife.
How is life?
Oh, honey, when was the last time you took a bath? Get over here, I'll fix you up with my special sponge. And we are no longer dirty, you are the best wife. How's the kingdom doing? Everything is working well. Oh, isn't that just lovely? So, let's just dump the water inside of the food storage, and that'll be good to go for people. Bunch of bucket of water. Doesn't stack because of the condition, but that's a-okay. And you know what? I think that you kind of get the point about what this game is going to be about when you get into the game a bit. It stops being about you know, being your own hunter-gatherer, and it goes into managing this little place. And I think that is actually quite interesting. And as I said, I will most likely be playing this for quite some time, because I'm interested to see how long does it take you to actually get to where you are self-sufficient? And by self-sufficient, I mean the point where you as the player don't have to do anything, because there is absolutely one point where that happens, but exactly how much we're gonna have to do in order to get there, I don't know. How far am I? Ooh, very, very close. 478. I don't know exactly. I like that there's 3 decimals. I don't know exactly why there has to be 3 decimals, but whatever. Yeah, I don't exactly know how much you get from each building. It is not only building, by the way. It is extraction and building. So extraction is, for example, cutting down trees, which is actually why I did this. This was primarily for me to be able to move up into woodshed. I think that is why I did these. Yeah, you can just cut down trees, and that'll get you some experience as well. But yeah, there are a number of things still left for me to do. Most of these are next level things. So I have all of these. I even have... No, that is the kitchen, yes. So I have all of these already. I have both of these already. Animal husbandry, that is where we are still not at, because I do want the pigsty before I do anything like that. But as you can see, still 105 left in farming, so not really close right now. Over here, we got all of that. I also have all of this. I do have a fishing hut, but currently no fisherman, because I actually need linen thread in order to do fishing rods. So I am actually, the thing that I'm lacking is the excavation shed and the mine, which is an interesting one. I don't know exactly what the game means here, because the text is interesting. A type of extraction building. Workers employed here will provide various minerals. Can only be built at the cave entrance. Doing so will deepen the cave. The cave entrance. Is there one cave entrance? I don't know. I don't know where those are. I haven't really been looking a whole lot, but I do know that it is Lestica and Hornica that has the miner vendors. So I would assume that around here there should be mining in here. I mean, it makes sense. There's a lot of hills and stuff like that here. So yeah, it would make sense to have some mining over here. But I don't know if I can just waltz in and build a mine. Don't know if that is how that works. I mean, I could go out and look in these places. Can we see on the map if there's a cave anywhere? Surely I can't see that, right? I can zoom in a bit. But like, this road only goes over here and sort of vaguely blurs out a bit. But you don't have any roads that seems to lead... Well, actually, okay, so sort of a bit here. That looks like that could be a mine. Yes. Do I have anything closer to where I live? This road doesn't seem to have anything going for it. There's a road going here, but I'm not super... Ooh, I do see something here, though. That might be a thing. I don't know. There's some exploration to be done for me. So that is basically what we're looking at right now. I also have to sort of figure out what mood is affected by. You do get events between the seasons, as soon as you get a little bit bigger. I don't know which exactly development stage you need to be at, but as you get a little bit bigger, you do get events between seasons where you get a few choices based on what you have in your village, or skills, or etc, etc. I don't know. I haven't seen that many of them. But for example, last time I had the option to do a toast, and I could have gone for a better version if I had the tavern, but I don't have the tavern. That is one of the buildings that I am still lacking. So that was one of the times where I had to do the normal little choice. But yeah, I like this, and I'm absolutely 100% going to keep going with this little settlement, and maybe in the future, at some point, I might do another video just to showcase sort of late stage where you are in this game, when I finally have become self-sufficient, when I don't have to do anything, everything just works. I might show that off as well. I mean, it's in a way, the game is simple enough in its sort of appearance, but there's a lot of stuff to do. And I like that. And I do hope that the developers keep going with this and actually add more stuff, because that's what you want. That's always what you want with these kinds of games. You want more stuff to do. You want more stuff to build, more stuff to handle, etc., etc. But we can already see, if we compare it to Banished, for example, there are already a lot more stuff that you can do in this game compared to Banished. Well, I say a lot more. Not a lot more, but there are more. So, for example, the whole fact that you have to use manure and fertilizer. You don't have to do that in the Banished. They just keep, they just farm without any of that. So this game goes into more details in some places and less details in some places. But I gotta say that I think that this works really well. There are a couple of things that I would like to see change. For example, the thing that I said about buildings. I would like to be here basically and select the building to go here instead of having to be just at the front of it, because I don't think that you can do. I'm just gonna make sure that I haven't missed something, but I am pretty sure that you cannot do that. So if I pick up 6 logs, which I can use for example, a woodshed. Place, cancel, rotate. Yes, I can rotate it, but I can't move it like further away from me. Zooming doesn't do anything, and there's no visual indication that I can do that. So that's one thing that I would absolutely like to see updated, if you would. So that's one thing. There was one thing else that I was thinking about, but I have since forgotten. Ooh, one thing that now I remember. I would like to be able to alter terrain. I would like to alter the terrain. One of the things that made me not like the previous settlement that I had was that the road that I built sort of went over a little hill. And I wanted to change that so it was more flat, but there was no way to do that. So sort of like the way that Valheim does it. Something like that would be useful in this game as well. And I also don't exactly know how to solve this. I have a lot of, like, you know, forest vegetation here. How do we get rid of that? I don't know if there's a way to do it. I mean, I could do roads everywhere, but then you have stuff in the way. You can build stuff, so I don't know. Also, this kind of doesn't look good. I wanted an apple tree because I picked up apples, or apple seeds. And yeah, I had to do a whole big square for that. Which, I mean, that's reasonable that you would have to do that. But does it have to be this? Can it be grass instead? Yeah, I mean, they're small things, as you can tell. It's not big things. For the most part, everything works beautifully. And I'm gonna come back to this game quite a lot, but I enjoy that. So yeah, we might see a bit more of this on the channel in the future. We shall see. For now though, this has been GoSmith Gaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.